But also, obviously, next month we have a release of a new Harry Potter film, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, The Crimes of Grindelwald, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen the first Fantastic Beasts, so that's gonna be cool to see. I think we're gonna do a review on the show when we come up to that movie and put it out separately. But this week, we're starting off with the first Harry Potter. Came out in 2001. Remember, Audrey? We were like,
Yes. Oh
damn,
my
that's like Jesus.
god.
We're nearing its 20th anniversary in a couple of years, and it's crazy. But right off the bat, like, do you remember the craze about these books? Because I remember like watching the news sometimes because I would always watch TV. Eventually, the news would come on, and I remember like, oh, like a lot of people are lining up in the bookstores to buy these books. I'm like, okay, cool, like
Whatever.
like whatever. And then I hit fourth grade, and that's when I first got introduced to the books, like for real, because that teacher, I guess, like some of her fucking things she was teaching was the books. Like we'd have tests on them and stuff like that, and she would read us book one, book two, book three. So I have fond memories of and we even watched the movie. Like, I have fond memories. I think that's why I like the first two. Like, they have a special place
Yeah.
in my heart because I remember watching those two in school in that time and stuff like that. So that was my first experience with the books and the movies in fourth grade. Um, and yeah, and just remembering like in the news that they were a big deal. They were selling a lot and stuff like that. So like, what about you, Audrey?
Well, for me, the books, I definitely remember them being a big craze. But truth be told, I wasn't allowed to read them because, like I said, I was raised in a very religious household. So
Yeah, I remember that too.
my parents were like, no, like you're not gonna read it.
Yeah, like it has something like it's like satanic or
Yeah.
something, right? Like those books.
My
were
parents
like,
were like, "Oh, it deals with witchcraft, so you're not gonna read it." And I was super pissed. I was like, what?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. So I remember I went to the library and I checked one out, the first one, and I read it. Like I kind of like hid it from my parents, and so I could, because I didn't go to school.
You weren't hiding drugs. You were
Books.
hiding Harry Potter.
Yeah, well,
books.
it's because I didn't go to school, so it's not like I could read it at school.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember hiding it, and then I think I did that for like the first three books. I had to hide them,
Yeah.
and then by the fourth one, I was just like, "Fuck it, you guys! I'm reading fucking Harry Potter. Like, I'm not hiding it.
Yeah.
Like a thug, thug.
At least
life.
I'm reading. I'm not doing drugs or anything like that. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, but even to this day, my mom, she doesn't like the movies, and like whenever I watch them, she gets
Really?
pissed. Like she's like, "Hey, that has witchcraft," and I'm like, "Okay, ma, like seriously, Harry Potter is the least of your worries of all the shit that I have in my room."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So.
Oh, damn. What are you trying to say, Audrey?
So.
What else do you have in your room?
So yeah, so for me, that was my first like memories of Harry Potter, but the as far as the movies, I didn't get to watch them in theaters either. I didn't watch them until later on in my life, like actually, when I like got them on when I watched them on TV, because I think that's the first time
Yeah.
that I watched it. I watched it on TV on cable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I didn't watch
I
it in
remember
theater.
seeing them in theaters. I think I missed like a few, but I did a marathon before the last two with Mo. I remember like doing a little marathon with him because I don't think he. Well, I don't want to speak for him, but yeah, we did a marathon, and then I always rented them too. Like when the first ones came out, I remember renting them, and it was cool because where I rented them, they actually gave you the box, not that clear one.
Oh yeah.
They actually give you the box with the disc. So I was like, all right, cool. Like I remember just like looking at the box and reading all the special features and like kind of. I think it was cool because that one was like they had hidden menus and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was cool to kind of search around like for like hidden features and stuff. So that was cool. But the movie, like I said earlier, it was on my list of like horror movies to watch around this time and like Halloween related movies and stuff. Yeah, I always, like I said, I think that's why I have a fondness for the first two because I remember watching them when I was younger and stuff and talking about them in class, watching them in class. I think it still holds up very well. I mean, except some of the CG,
Yeah.
like when Harry's on the troll, you can clearly tell like when he's like, there was another scene. Oh yeah, when he's playing Quidditch.
Yeah, you can clearly
It's like
see.
some scenes like it's kind of like computerized like dude, but whatever. I mean, I still like the beginnings of his story, and that's what I try to focus on more recently because I just binged all the series a few months ago. But I mean, it's Harry Potter. I don't really care. how many times I see it. So it's cool to kind of see like focus on other things like about like okay how he speaks to the snake.
Yeah.
It's interesting because later on he's gonna find out why. And like it's
cool
just
to
cool
see
to
the
revisit the films. You notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like to see his story and stuff, and like try to catch like other little things. Like we were talking about like Professor Quirrell's little menacing shit.
Yeah. Did you get sad when you saw Alan Rickman?
Yeah, man. The other time too, like I said, I watched it earlier this year. It sucks.
And also,
he's so good.
Richard Harris passed away, right? Or no?
Yeah, Dumbledore. Yeah, they replaced him for the last 2 movies or the last 3. No, I think the other guy. I'm forgetting the other guy's name, but yeah, he died after the first 3 or 4. I'm not sure.
He was an old man.
Yeah, but he did such an amazing job, like that Dumbledore for me is like fuck, like he's wise, but he's also strong, what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. The other guy, I'm forgetting his name. I'm sorry, I keep saying other guy. I feel bad.
Yeah, show him some respect. I honestly can't remember his name either, which makes me feel like a horrible fan. Because I know who he is. He's a well-known actor, but I can't think right now. You
got a vamp while I look him up.
But yeah, so going on with Harry Potter. I was gonna say Harry Potter.
Wow, talking about respect and stuff.
It's because it's an ongoing joke. But anyways, yeah. So this, I think I've said in a previous podcast that the first one is my least favorite, but I actually take that back because I got confused.
Yeah.
The first one is not my least favorite. My least favorite, now that I remember correctly, is the Chamber of Secrets, the one following it. The second one, it's my least favorite. Yeah. The first one I enjoy immensely, a lot more than the second one. The second one's my least favorite for sure.
His name is Michael Gambon.
The way you say it, why do you say it?
Because I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. His last name, but his name is Michael. Yeah, Michael and then Gambon or something. Gambon. But yeah, he it says right here he replaced Richard after Richard Harris's death in the final 6 Harry Potter films. So yeah,
that means he only came out in 2.
Yeah, in 2.
Wow.
Damn, really?
Because I remember I remember more so the
newer one
than
Michael.
Right, Michael than more than Richard, because Richard just made like a little appearance.
Yeah, he started with Prisoner of Azkaban.
But he did great.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not taking away anything from him. It's just like, the first time we see Albus. So, and he definitely has like a little bit different take on him too. Like he's kind of more like spry, I guess. And like, I don't know, it's something a little bit different, but I still like both performances. But
yeah, and then we have Maggie Smith, that does a great job as well.
Yes.
Hagrid, we love Hagrid. Hagrid.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it this time watching. I was like, man, if they killed him, I would have been bummed.
Oh yeah,
they killed Hagrid,
sure.
But then they still end up killing a lot of people.
Yeah,
and that I'm kind of like, oh.
I know.
But we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, it's cool to see too. There was like a drinking Harry Potter game that I saw recently, like and then one of the things was like drink every time like Hagrid says like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I would have been drunk like if I played that game.
Yeah, I know. It's such a good franchise. I love it. Have you gone to Harry Potter Land? No, huh?
No, I want to so bad for my birthday.
You should.
But I don't know.
You should, and then let me know. Or let me tag along.
Yeah. But you're not going to be here for my birthday. Yeah. We should go when you come.
I know.
If we have money. Or we'll just rob a bank and then
That'd be cool. I'm down. But yeah, so I think that's cool. And then also, I want to... I don't have the full series of books. But
yes,
I want to.
Me either.
It's because, man, they came out with the illustrated version. Did you see those? The big ones?
Yeah.
And I wanted to collect those, but then I was like, damn, Audrey, there's 8 books.
This is the only one I have. And it's surprisingly, like I said, it was the first edition. Like, one of our community members, Amy, I text her on Instagram, like, hey, like, how do you know this is the first edition or something? she sent me a picture. I was like, hell yeah, this is a first edition, which is rare to find, and like they're super expensive. But like I said, I got this and another book at Goodwill for $3. They didn't even charge me for the bag of chips that I bought too.
Nice. Sick.
So it was a cool find. I want to collect these ones, the original ones. But those sound pretty. Those look dope.
Well,
too,
yeah, but
I've seen
okay,
those.
I don't know if this has happened to anyone else or if it just happens to me, but I've had bookshelves break on me all the time. And I remember I was gonna start collecting the illustrated version the first year that they came out because I was working on Barnes and Nobles, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I can get a discount." Anyways, my husband, well now my ex, told me, he was like, "You sure you want to do that?" And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "There's like 8 books, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "They're like this thick. They're getting thicker because they're illustrated and they're huge." Yeah. And he was like, "Where are you going to put them?" And I mean, at the time, we didn't have our own place or anything, so I had to think about that. And even now, I still don't have my own place. So that's the only reason I'm holding off. I want to wait until I can have a proper place to put them because they're beautiful books, and I don't want to just have them, like, in a fucking corner, you know?
Especially because they have, I mean, obviously the covers are illustrated, and they have, like, little pictures here and there, but it's cool to see, like, the actual, like, you know, illustrated version.
Yeah, and it's funny because the fandom around Harry Potter is like none other. Like, it's insane. I have a friend that has like she has like a legit wall dedicated to Harry Potter. Like, she just has
like all the pops and stuff.
Everything you can think of, like the wands, the hat, all the little, because at Barnes and Nobles, if you go, they have all this crazy shit.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff. Yeah,
it's like, I'm just like, god damn. I remember I was like, holy crap, she had like a shrine. I was like, goddamn. But
she praised.
Yeah, she worshipped Harry Potter or J.K. Rowling. But yeah, the fandom around this movie is insane and it's intense, but with good reason. I mean, they're such good books.
Yeah.
And then when you know about the backstory, like I told you about J.K. Rowling, that she got turned down so many times, and you know, she was like a struggling, I think, single mother. Yeah, she's like a single mom or something, and so it's pretty crazy how that shit happened. And she just...
It's awesome to like, also like, know that there was like...
A struggle?
I'm sorry. No, like, I love mythology of worlds. Like Game of Thrones, obviously there's like this whole shit that happened before what we're seeing. And then the same thing with Harry Potter. And I think that's one of the stories that we're seeing in Fantastic Beasts. Like some things that happened before Harry Potter and stuff. And like I really love that that's throughout like these first films, like they kind of, you know, when fucking, you know, who was around or something, they allude to something happening. Like that's what I really love about this. And then it's JK created not only these stories, but it's just like this whole world and rich history and stuff like that. And like it's awesome, you know. That's like that's why I want to go to like Harry Potter, what is it called again? Hogwarts. It has a name, but the Hogwarts in Universal Studios. Like I want to go and like I want to just live there for like a week or 2 or something.
Just chill in the castle.
The only reason
I don't want to go is because I heard the rides are really like not bad, but that they like I think they're a bunch of like 3D, and I get sick in those rides.
Oh, okay.
I can't. Yeah,
really, you do?
I get motion sickness. Like even like Star Wars at Disneyland. Ugh.
Yeah.
Nope, can't do it.
One of my I don't like the films. Well, I like the first one, but Transformers the ride in Universal Studios, it's one like that, and it's so dope.
I heard.
I love that ride.
I heard, yeah.
It's so dope.
And I think the Mummy one too, right?
Yeah, the Mummy one has a little bit of it too. But it's still like more of a traditional ride. But yeah.
I'm not a ride person in general, but even the 3D ones, they make me sick. I don't like it.
Like I like roller coasters, but like I'm scared of heights, so you like really have to like make me do it. Up. Yeah, like if I'm there, if you get me there, okay, cool. Let's fucking ride roller coasters the whole day. But like to get me there is kind of tough. Like I'm just like, fuck, man. Like I know I'll have fun and I know it's gonna go by quick and stuff, but I'm just like, no. Like,
I don't
know.
Like roller coasters.
It's weird.
I'm not an adrenaline junkie, and people always think that that's so weird because a lot of people are. Most of the people that I talk to, they're like, yeah, like I love roller coasters, and I'm just like, no, I'm
You
good.
see, like, I want to jump off a plane with a parachute and stuff. Like, I want to do skydiving and all this other stuff, but roller coasters, I don't know.
Really?
It's because I seen Final Destination 3, and, like, it's scary to see, like, if that shit snaps, like, you're fucking dead, like, for sure, you know? Like, I don't know.
It's just...
That shit, I don't know why that didn't end up on our list. It should have.
Final Destination?
The first one.
Yeah.
Actually, the first two. I know the second one's bad.
It was good for its
but
time.
it's still... Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, they're not really cool. I don't know. I just remember watching the
Like,
first one a lot.
because
when
I
was
don't
growing up.
crave to see that movie during Halloween. It's more of like a movie that I would
yeah,
just
me either.
watch. Like, oh yeah. But it's not like a... It doesn't have the ambiance like for... The list that I do is movies that I like to watch during Halloween season. That's why.
Yeah.
So, sometimes...
You gotta watch Slice, too.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
You'll definitely... Like, if you see it, like, I'm pretty sure you'll like it, but definitely, like, it has that right fucking vibe
Really?
for Halloween.
I'm gonna watch it for sure. You know which one I'm surprised? Oh shit, no, this is spoilers. Never mind. Pretend that I didn't say anything.
Don't do it.
But anyway, so I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of the Harry Potter, binge watching it.
Yeah.
Like I said, the second one's not my favorite, but I still watch it. It's fucking Harry Potter.
It's still a part of the
Yeah,
story.
it's still Harry Potter.
You know.
So yeah.
But the one after that is, I think, one of your favorites. So.
No.
One of your
Oh
favorites.
yeah. Well, yeah, I like all of them. Like I said, the second one's just like my least favorite. But yeah, I enjoy all of them. But my favorite, I'll let you guys know when the time comes.
Yeah, it's a little bit later.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I know which one you're talking about, and I for good reason. I think this time around I have to decide which on my list.
Does it
But
change
anyways,
like every time you rewatch them?
yeah, especially this last time that I rewatched all of them. I'm just like fuck, like they just get more intense, like as you know, because obviously the situation's getting more intense. But yeah, it's just like fuck, like I didn't know the like newer movies were really really good, you know. But yeah, this time around I'm gonna have to make a list, definitive list, if that means anything. But